up till like floor 15 at least. We're just gonna auto through it to find the
What is this?
different dungeons. I think there's no BGM for this. Hold on. I think they haven't put in music or anything for this. Ah. What level do you have to be? I don't know. I haven't done it yet, Diego, but I'd suggest being as high as you can be. Horde of demi-humans. People suffering poison, paralysis. Light fades away. We'll worry about like speed clearing it later once we've already mapped out the levels. Water tiers doing floors 1 to 15. Yeah, it's going to be probably quite a cakewalk. Ah, floor 1 was easy. Didn't even notice it. So the traps in here now apparently don't drain fortitude anymore, which is a nice change. That was something that really bugged people in the last one. New event. It's a rerun, sort of. They are still working on this event. The original iteration was like kind of well received, but had a lot of flaws in it. I don't know how much they've really changed it here. We'll find out. Oh, what's in the chest?
What do you think is in it?
Do we have farmable shit here?
Careful now. Good job.
Been playing Claire, by the way. Definitely really good at QTEs now. Ah! We found a trap. Yeah, no fortitude damage. It's a good thing they fixed the trap evade bug for this, huh? Otherwise we'd be getting stopped every 5 seconds and crashing. Decided not to run it. For me it's new, I'm excited to run it today. Yeah, like, it'll be fun running it anyway. It's just that apparently it's quite easy for older players, which I think is good. Honestly, if I had to pick between one or the other, I think it's better to run an event where like it's accessible and something that you can strive towards for newer players rather than something that gates out newer players, like a certain event that will go unmentioned that we had relatively recently. Yeah, no, I agree. And I think this will be quite challenging for newer players as well. I don't think it will be easy for them at all. But they probably will be able to do it. Yeah, like, I think even lower level players, like level 20, 30, 40, will be able to do probably like floor 10. Maybe higher. Proving Raz was a salty affair. Really genuinely very salty affair, and I don't blame people for being upset by that shit. Because it felt like a real betrayal. They brought out the collab, the like collab event, and they were like, look how accessible this game is to new players. Look at all this shit that we're giving out to people. This is such a great leg up into the game. And then immediately after that, they were like, hey guys, here's this fucking event where you can't use the characters that you pulled and nurtured over the whole of the last event. You don't stand a single chance at doing this. You're going to have to bust your balls to get even anywhere, even through the first challenge. And hey, even if you get through the first challenge, you can't buy anything worth a damn. Really, really, really shit event, like terribly timed. I still can't get over how badly placed that event was. Yeah, just make it permanent. It was that simple. The solution was that easy. Just make it permanent. Then people can do it eventually. Oh, man. Ah, we don't need anything. So annoying. It's so short-sighted. And it just shows how out of touch they are with Global. Because like they had so many new players. And they pissed a lot of them off. They could have really nurtured those players. Like for a little while there, Global was putting out some seriously good numbers for them. And they fucked it. Like, it wasn't just that alone. Obviously, there was player drop-off from other things, but, like, they could have, if they had just had any kind of awareness of global, they could have really made that. Oh, yeah, it pissed off Japan as well. That's how bad it was. Like, the Japanese players got upset by it, and they didn't have this whole, like, influx of new players. Because we probably had more new players than we had old players due to streamer attention, due to the big collab event, and due to Steam release. We had all of these things combined. Oh, hello there. Oh shit, that's the way we came in. Yeah, my navigation in this game apparently is just as bad as Claire Obscure, even with a minimap. Jenna's still playing the game, at least Diego. I saw that Jenna did a Wizardry stream actually just the other day.
We cannot lose as long as we keep our
So, at least, you know, he's still invested. He still really seems to like the game. But he is the only holdover, it would seem. I think every other streamer has dropped it. I don't know about Shinya. Has anyone seen Shinya stream it anytime recently? Because I know Shinya really liked it. Jenna's casual, yeah, of course. Of course. There isn't really, like I was saying before, there isn't really like long-term appeal for this game for most streamers, I think. Like, playing through the story and everything is pretty cool. But once you get to the point where you just have to endlessly grind, it's not a particularly good like streaming experience. Oh, YDCB still plays it. That's good to know. Okay, so I'm glad to hear that. I don't know if they play it off stream. Maybe. I'd like to think they do, Prov. Dark Chaos still has Tecton on his friends list, so you can confirm that. I'm pretty sure there's quite a big bit of hype at the moment between those streamers about Ethereal restart as well. Like, there is quite a big hubbub. So I think they're kind of gearing up towards that. It seems like Tectone's quite interested in that too. And Genazad seems relatively invested. I think they both put money into it. EOS restart. I'll have to wait and see on that one. Still playing Ethereal after they said dupes matter. They did come out with a decent public response. I actually made a YouTube video about this, but I've been struggling to edit it because I'm bad. I finally kind of got to grips with DaVinci earlier. So I might be able to do it after stream. I was going to learn it more last night, but then we had the whole partner thing, so I got totally sidetracked.
blessing of Agora.
Yeah, like the reaction to the dupe thing in Ethereal was okay. I thought they did an okay job with it. It was very reactive rather than proactive. It's very different to what I've expected from XD in the past, at least, like where they just don't fucking respond to anything. Just no communication at all.
I'm feeling good.
Maybe they just realized how imperative it was that they handled that because it could have really like crushed their game. Yeah, I know, Capital. The dupe situation is bad, but they responded in a way that I think will make players happy. I'm not saying that it was a good way to handle it. Like, it definitely should have been handled differently. What I'm saying is I think most people will see, you know, reduced pity rate from 100 to 80. They'll see like what is effectively a sharding system in real-time arena, granting the, what is it, chroma shards? Can't remember the official name of it. The things that give you dupes in that game. Not too thrilled about them saying we don't want dupes to be big, yet dupes are stronger than E7. Yeah, indeed. It's all a bit... It's a trust thing. I don't think the dupes are that big of a deal. The 5 dupe thing is quite a big deal. Kinda. But there's still loads of other factors. Yeah, I wish I could reference the video that I made, but I can't because I don't have it edited properly yet. Because I'm bad. It's hard to condense like 15 minutes of yap into a couple of short statements. What is that statue? You can restore your skill points, your magic points or your health points or your hit points at that. You can choose. You don't get them all. There's one on every level. When CCs reach Abyss 2, it doesn't... Yeah, so Abyss 2's fine right up until the arena, really. And the arena, that is such a stonewall for players. I've said it time and time and time and time and time again. Like, the arena is the low point of the game. And there's no way to skip it. Like, you can't bypass it. You have to do it. And it's not only is it shit, but it's also buggy as fuck. Even now, even, what, like 8 months after release, it's still buggy as all shit. Really, really terrible. Now I'm a YouTuber as well. Yeah, I've got like 68 followers on YouTube, subscribers on YouTube. It's really just a place for me to store my VODs. But I try to make some highlights on there. Ideally, in the long run, it would help increase visibility for the stream. But the Etheria thing was something that I wanted to actually make us kind of... I wanted to formulate my words into a format that people could view. And I couldn't think of a better way to do it, really. Unfortunately, I am so dumb at video editing. Don't remember me, please. I want to kill myself. Please just remain in-game for that, Shadow Song. Thank you. Hope you're doing alright. You king.
Good job.
So at the end of each 5 floors, you have to run a gauntlet of the bosses of the 4 floors that came before it. I didn't realise we were on the 5th floor. I think we are though.
What could be inside?
"69 subscribers, the perfect amount." Why fuck with perfection? Okay, don't. You don't need to do any of that. In fact, I would highly advise that you don't sit through any of the 12-hour fucking VODs that are on there. Hell, I wouldn't sit through most of the shit that's on there. It's just there for visibility. Just to show that I'm active. And that anyone who can find me, like who is looking for me, can find me, you know? It's... You gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere.
What do you think is in it?
That's what I've learned a lot through my quote-unquote streaming fucking journey. Dear God. You just gotta start somewhere with literally everything you do. You just gotta start somewhere. A famous, handsome, lucky, billionaire, Twitch emote editor, partner, streamer, and professional YouTuber. To be a professional, you have to get paid for stuff. I do not get paid for my YouTube. I literally can't even monetize my videos. So, everything except that one, maybe. Dark Chaos, you're a beautiful human being. I love you very much. Let's see the old castle ruins. I should have looked at what that did. What's this do?
Protect us, O goddess.
Ah, it's some trap. 12-hour stream plus 12-hour VOD. I don't know why you would want to rewatch the VOD after watching the awful stream to start with. Like, surely it's bad enough one time around. Oh boy. 7TV's back apparently. Thanks Nokia. Anyone who is struggling with your 7TV, if you refresh, you should get it back, apparently. Speculation. Don't want to spread misinformation about 7TV. Valkyrie profile, yeah, it was. This is Mary Skelter. Now that is a cracking series. That seems like the sort of game that Dark Chaos would have played.
Treasure somewhere close.
Do as you will with what's inside.
Careful now. Good job.
We're back, baby!
Do as you will with what's inside.
With a Mary Skelter collab.
Good job.
I think it might break the theme of the game a little bit. Although, there is kind of corrosion, isn't there?
Don't get
Like, there's that much in it, at least. It's kind of like corrosion, right? Daphne is Mary Skelter inspired? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Game designer idolizes Mary Skelter? Nuclear drama? Oh my god. Month's revenue for Wiz is done so. I don't know about that. Shelly Reenack was this month. So yeah, not sure about that. I think a lot of people went pretty hard on Shelly. I wouldn't be surprised to see it stay about where it is. Maybe drop a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. Hi, Luck! How are you, dude? My lovely.
Come, wet my blade. The types of these don't match.
She's not a thing.
Do not.
Yeah, I think like Wales went pretty fucking hard on Shelly. I think a lot of people went hard on Shelly. It's a combination of just really nice design, both mechanical and aesthetic, actual decent voice acting, and also she has no pants on. All big selling points. Oh, sorry, and also her gacha items were really strong.
Quickly do away with this rabble.
Drop fat stacks on the new unit. $1.59. I'm sure literally dozens of players will be throwing $1.59 into the pot for this character. I wouldn't even want to get her off of like free bones. I'd rather get like a, I don't know, Amelia or something. You had to bone her 4 times from the exchange. It's probably the best thing that you can do with her. I'm a big fan of Sword and Sorcery, so I'm a mark for her aesthetic. I think a lot of people are marks for her aesthetic.
Don't let the poison wear you down.
I'm really genuinely very happy about this banner. I was dreading today being a case of like just immense power creep. Like Shelly Mark II being the start of their like descent into just absolute mega creep. I was prepared for it at the very least. So yeah, really pleasant surprise there. Yeah, her inherit is, I mean, it's kind of worse, Dark Chaos. It's kind of worse, right? Because you can't even multi-hit with it. Like, at least Eruption Strike multi-hits. So it's fire element. You can, like, use it with a Cuisinart. You can discipline it up with all of your spare Geralfs and make some, I don't know, semi-powerful, like, semi-okay, like, fire element attack. But that thing only hits once. When am I adding the Lumiere track? Once I've finished, Claire, I'll start going through the OST. But if I start like leafing through the OST, I'm gonna spoil myself, and I'm not fucking doing that. I've made it so far through the game somehow without getting spoiled.
An enemy is there.
So yeah, I'm not gonna touch that.
What do you think this is?
We can take him.
Oh, it's the Necrocore. Don't insta me. Don't insta me, my man. Oh, you're dead. Shelly was the first banner mage, yeah. Unless you count like Buchanan and the Arimas, yeah. Because we've had quite a bad string of power. Like we had Arimas. He's obviously like super powered and is also a super powered skill book. And then like Arboris, super powered skill book. And then Shelly, like just an incredible character. So it was starting to lean into a steady power creep. I was worried that we were just going to get endless creep. It's on the world map, like
What do you think is in it?
it's on the very left side on the world map.
Careful now. Good job.
Claire's soundtrack is beautiful. I wouldn't be surprised if I just add the entire OST to this playlist. I can't think of any tracks really that haven't been ambrosia to my ears, to my olden ears.
I'll pound him with my flames.
You had to clear bronze exam. Thank you, Dark Chaos. That's really useful info. That's really, really useful info.
Now. Good job.
Album remove some old ones. I'm gonna leave them in. Like, I know some people might be tired of listening to them. I know you are specifically, Plastic, because you've listened to them a lot. But like that whole playlist is all nostalgia for me. Like I want it to be okay, easy listening music as well. But like, for me, it is a collection of all of the games that I've like played and heard the OSTs of over the years. It's very, very special to me. It's not just something that I've ham-fistedly rammed together. So I'm afraid I might have to grin and bear it a little bit. It's only Wizardry where I play it a lot anyway because it has no real music, it has no audio background.
Move now.
We have the initiative.
We don't have to drive.
Praise be to Laura's blessing.
I think it's nice to have some sort of low-level music on the stream. I think it makes, I think it's better viewing typically. Booba, I pull. It's that simple. That doesn't surprise me. How are you finding these dungeon floor exits so fast? I don't know. Am I finding them fast? Play atmospheric dungeon music. I have some dungeon synth. Play some dungeon synth. That's when I hear some dungeon synth.
No problem.
Don't let the poison wear you down. I suppose that's passable.
In a while. This.
An enemy is there.
There's filth enough to scare away the devil. Oh, 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 power of healing. What? We can take him.
Garbage mentioned. It's the garbage now. Since we've been playing Claire Obscure, the Wizardry version of the garbage is the garbage. It's the place where characters go to die. The true trash heap of Wizardry characters.
What do you think is inside? Careful now.
More niche characters that fill gaps. Yeah, so what we want from characters in this game. Okay, so maybe not what everyone wants. What I want from characters in this game, and I think would be the most healthy way for the game to develop, is characters that expand on other characters horizontally rather than vertically. They don't just creep characters directly. This is why I was worried about Shelly specifically, because Shelly really does like specifically creep other mages. Like she really messes them up. She's just so much better than any other mage in terms of a blasting role. The only thing other mages have over her really is that they have a class change, and she will hopefully inevitably get one herself. What I want to see are characters that are like adjacent to other characters, that do things differently, that maybe specialize in a different weapon type, or things that bring something slightly new to the table, some like slight new mechanic. Things that specialize in helping out other elves, or things that specialize in helping out other dwarves, or things that specialize in helping a certain element deal more damage, or something along those lines. Synergy characters. And obviously that won't make the most money, so every so often they're gonna have to make a power creep unit. Like they have to keep selling. But like in the interim of those characters, I would love to see more like niche units. Release characters with their class change already implemented. I would also really fucking like that. Or at least, like, I was hoping at least that with Redbeard's rerun, they were gonna, like, bring out his class change with him. That makes sense, right? The only thing I can think of is they're not giving them class changes because they're gonna give them advanced classes. They're gonna give them different classes. Like, they're gonna give Redbeard Lord. They're gonna give Savia Valkyrie. I don't know. I really hope so. Because people have waited for so long. It's one of the pain points, in fact, of Japan. Like, they keep bringing it up. Japanese player base are like, when is this character getting a class change? It's been so long. And you can't really blame them. It has been so long. It has been so long. They release a water fighter when Old Castle Ruins is earth typed. That's a really good point, Dark Chaos. I didn't even realise that. Yeah, this place is like largely earth. They release a water fighter. Maybe the next map will be fire. The Snowlands. Oh, why did I walk back into that poison? Oh, because we have to. That's why. I don't think it's a bug, Dorkamus. I think they just don't realise that, like, computer time works like that. And, like, no one has alerted them to it because all they listen to are Japanese players. And Japanese players are on the time that it resets, so they don't realise. I don't think they even know. I don't think they ever will. They're looking into it. Yeah. Are they, though? You'll be testing the bug. Good luck, Pedros. They are clueless. Like, I think that they have their finger on the pulse decently in terms of the design of this game, in terms of the actual wizardry portion of this game. Maybe even in terms of the character design, it doesn't seem that bad. But their actual gacha expertise, like running the company in running the game in multiple regions, all of that stuff is so unbelievably lacking. They have no fucking clue what they're doing. I don't think it's that they're bad game designers. I think it's that they're bad gacha designers. Yeah, it's incompetence. You're absolutely right. Like, it's inexcusable that this game is 8 months old now. A lot of this stuff is like pretty inexcusable. It's very par for the course with Japanese gacha games, but it's still inexcusable. So while I love this game and I will glaze it to high heaven, there are some aspects that I can't even get behind. I can't defend that. Wizardry is the best Japanese gacha. I mean, arguably, Wizardry is the best gacha on the market, right? Like, because it's very, very unique and it does something extremely different. If you are the sort of person that Wizardry attracts, then it is without a doubt the best gacha on the market. Hungry Meme will save Dreamcom. Hungry Meme will help in burying Dreamcom. Reminder, someone please link me to the Steam charts on the day of that thing's release. I can't wait. I got pounded by floor 20 Castle Ruins. The last few floors should be quite difficult, yeah. The last time that this ran, I struggled like quite badly with the last few floors. Or the last floor specifically. Didn't it say that the top ranking party may be featured in the Old Castle Ruins? Am I racing for that honor? Absolutely not. There's no way that I can compete with Japanese whales. Like, I'm sure a lot of people look at the stream and look at this account and think, wow, what a powerful account. But like, it's nothing compared to the real players of this game. So no. But I do think it's a kind of cool feature for them to be immortalized like that, as long as they only take their names and their general party composition and not their actual stats. Otherwise, the next Old Castle Ruins may be a little harder.
A trifling thing.
Yeah, as a game, it's really good. It's one of the best. It's one of the best dungeon crawlers. One of the best blobbers I think that's ever been made. I do genuinely mean that. It's right up there with like Wizardry 8 for me. It's very different to Wizardry 8, but it's right up there. It just provides enjoyment in a kind of different way. Target is always to make a phone game, yep.
A trifling thing. I'm feeling good.
Japanese salaryman has a D9 Alice, D9 Shelly, D9 Abenius, and Infinite Inherit, yeah. Imagine not having a Inherit 7 Abenius on your Alice. Like, are you even really playing the game if you haven't gone that far? That was not the right way up there. Maybe up here? We're scrounging now. Kinda can't be bothered to heal the poison. Might just let him bleed a little bit. Okay, so there's nothing up there. That was a wash. Probably down here, right?
Onward. Onward.
Onward.
Ah! Stupid poison puddles. Getting in our way.
Why you?
Just take that trap again, I guess.
I'll pound him with my flame.
Do you think we'll see another legendary character next week when Shelly finishes? No. No, definitely not, Pedros. Almost certainly not. This is the character to replace Shelly. They usually run a banner with a week left on it. When there's a week left on the current banner, almost always, but not always. It's generally the case. I think it only wasn't the case with Redbeard because it was Golden Week and they didn't want to put out anything for who knows what reason.
I need a bath.
Probably do need to cure this poison at some point. We are bleeding fairly heavily. Sorrel is the only game that's comfortable to play on phone. I wouldn't know. I never had that much trouble playing Wizardry on phone. It feels like it's a pretty well designed phone game, to be honest. Watching stream makes me feel like the only player who skipped Abenius. What do you mean watching streams? Where's my Abenius? No, like you're watching me right now, and I don't have an Abenius. No, hello. Lad's blinder than I am. I like it as much as Elminage Gothic, which is for me high praise because Elminage Gothic stands above all other crawlers. I just wish Daphne would add some more hardcore dungeons for the people who want them like spinners in dark zones. Yeah, I think it would be good for them to add more content. The problem is they have to make content that's accessible to everyone. At least if they're going to hide rewards behind it, which is always a challenge with this game. Because they have to walk this very dangerous line of like making challenging content, because that's kind of the name of the game. But at the same time not alienating other players. And I don't know exactly how they're going to handle that in the long term. Guess we'll have to wait and see on that. Maybe it's not something they thought that would come up. Maybe they didn't think the game would last that long. But it has. And we are getting to that point now where we have people who are, you know, starting up and new. Maybe it will just get to a point where most of the players are in the end game, so they'll only make content that's pushed towards the end game. We'll have to see. Move
now.
I'm gonna actually have to start fully mapping this. Need to have any clue of where I'm meant to go. Because otherwise, I'm going to be spending a long ass time walking around dead ends.
Treasures. What do you think is in it?
Careful now.
Renee into Samurai.
Good job.
We don't 100% know. Just for reference here, we don't 100% know that Samurai is coming next month. They said early summer. And they said new classes in June. But they did not say Samurai in June.
Onward.
So just so there is no misinformation, so we're not passing around anything that is not necessarily true, we do not know that Samurai is coming in June 100%. We can probably assume it is, but we do not know 100%. Renee, very likely to be the next banner, yeah, after Redbeard, the next rerun banner, assuming they continue to do them. You have land to heal after every battle, yeah, so the poison won't really kill me.
An enemy is
Would that make sense? Isn't Ninja PS strength? No, Ninja uses front row Ninja, especially uses Dex quite a lot because it gets surety scaling off of it with daggers. Ninjas also use speed in a big way. And they might use luck, but we don't know 100%. Renee into Samurai, so we can get the new Eastern region content. That's kind of what I'm assuming, but assumptions can take you to some very dark places in this game. Renee was after Redbeard. Yes, it goes Renee, then Sabia. What is this gameplay? You've changed since you got partner. What? King B, I hope you're having a great day, man. Bless you. A Phantom Abenius. I feel her presence. She is with us. No. All people who have Abenius on their team have a Phantom Benjamin on their team. That's what I choose to believe. That's my reality. Wizardry on phone is fine until you fight the boat boss and the water totem is off screen and you don't know about it. That's awkward. I didn't know about that. Yeah, Savia after. Argument for Dex ninjas? Yeah, there absolutely is. Sure, at least front row ninjas. Back row ninjas, not really that much use for Dex unless you're trying to do traps with them. But front row ninjas, they get a lot of Dex scaling off of Dex. They get a lot of surety scaling off of Dex. My apologies. Get a lot of Dex scaling off of Dex. Yeah, you don't fucking say. Did you put on her banner? Absolutely not, Kevin Tusk. This is an 1,000,000,000% skip banner. It's probably the worst character they've released mechanically. Which is good. It's a good thing, don't get me wrong. It's a really, really good thing because it means that the game is in a healthy enough state that they are willing to push out skip banners. And it gives us time to regenerate gems. I found the exit already. On your minimap, the eye. Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't see that. That wasn't there a minute ago when we were down there. Has that popped up because we've explored a certain amount of the map? Is that the way this works? Like after you've explored a certain amount of the map, it pops up with an eye. It's like a pity pointer. Thanks, Femero. Didn't notice that. Summer anime starts in July. Oh, baby. Lane Blast a new volume in June. Garbage Ainiki banner, 100%. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Probably not, though. Because it's probably Samurai next month, and I doubt they'd run another character.
Agora, I am covered in filth.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be really expensive, isn't it?
Blessing of Agora.
Let them heal up a little bit. The Grandma Rene before they can move on. Yeah, they kind of do.
An enemy is there. There.
Love you, King Boot. Ah. Oh. But we came in. I was so excited there for a second. After Savia was Wana? Yes. Wana rerun was after Savia. But I imagine this time around, if they do continue to do the reruns, they'll probably run, what? Arboris, and then Shelly, and then etc, etc. It's actually so hurt.
I do not enjoy filth.
Blessing of Agora.
Got beaten the fuck up by these poison puddles. Actually sucked you dry, and I bet you loved every second of it. Peacefully. Oh, your wallet. Okay. My bad. She drained you as well, Coco. Damn, she gets around. Hello, Stu. How are you, beautiful? Hey, partner. How quick can we expect Shelly rerun, considering pulling deep? Probably a long ass time.
Agora,
Probably a long ass time, Pedros.
filth. Blessing of Agora.
Adam. 5 points. Ugh. Ugh. Rene rerun with a new samurai character would be funny. Yeah, true. Probably losing some green booger jewels soon to get a Shelly copy. I do think that Shelly is a very good unit. Like, I think she is a unit that is worth investing in. I doubt they're going to make a mage that is stronger than Shelly Reenact anytime soon. I think they'd be quite hard pressed to do so without completely blowing the mage class wide open. Streamer's dirty minded. I find sexual innuendo very funny. So yeah, I am. Full 6 months, so I can get an extra 18,000 to spend on her. Yeah, I mean it might take even longer than that. If they run a banner every 3 weeks and there are what, like 10 banners to rerun, it could take a while to get back to that character. They may end up eventually doing like multi-banners where they have 2 or even 3 characters from a pool on a single banner. Or they may end up adding them to a general bones at some point. We don't really know. As per usual. Place good for... Is this a good place for junk farming? Yeah. No. Probably not. Anyone had any success with junk from this place? Any good junk from here? I'm guessing no. There wasn't really anything great in the last old castle. You can get full alteration stones. So there's that at least. He gets invested in via a dispatch for you. That's who's that? Sorry, Kurt? Shelly.
Adventuring is so
Hey, Lena! Lena! Good morning! Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Ben is so cool. Ben is not really that cool. I'm going to be honest. Like, Ben is not a particularly cool character. But he is mechanically very strong. And probably one of the best tools that a free-to-play or low-spender player has at their disposal. Like, the people who got those bones given to them, who used them to, like, make a discipline for Benjamin or Elise or Kirahara or something. I feel like that's one of the smartest things that anyone has done in this game so far. Like, people who don't have lots of units, who don't have lots of money to spend on the game. You probably built yourself an incredibly powerful character there for free, compared to a lot of your other adventurers.
Floor 18 SMH.
Don't get in my way.
Your equipment is so cool.
Post Ben with a new character, maybe one day. But I like him enough. He's part of the squad now, and he's the center of so many memes, so it's going to be hard. I kind of doubt that I'll be replacing him anytime soon, even with Samurai or whatever. Samurai would have to be, like, kind of crazy. Only dwarf I want to have is a dwarf slayer. Baldor, on the other hand, is the coolest. Baldor might be the worst character in the entire game. I used mine on making a Milana. Absolutely fair. Yeah, Milana's really good as well if you're not using Lanavel. Used all my bones on Milana. Then Shelly Rionat comes out. It happens, Coco. You can't predict the future in a game like this. Like, in a game, like, you shouldn't beat yourself up over decisions that you make in the moment. You can stall decisions for as long as you can, but eventually you have to make decisions, or you're just stopping yourself from gaining power for a very long period of time, which is probably in turn hindering your power growth because you've hindered yourself so much on power. So I wouldn't feel bad about making decisions and then becoming not as good after the fact. You got to make decisions eventually. Can't stay on the fence forever. Otherwise your resources never get used.
They'll not escape.
What's the rewards of this thing? Haven't logged in yet. Skill books, yeah. It's mainly skill books. Lots of skill books. You're only going to be able to redeem a certain number of things. Also full alteration stone, yeah. As Dystonian said. Full alteration stone will be a big reward for a lot of people. How does the new character fare? She is the worst character they have released to date mechanically. By a very long way, I would say. It's a little bit arguable with Gerard. Because Gerard has a class change. Like, Gerard needs his class change to be particularly functional. And she's a fighter naturally. But she doesn't even have a class change. And probably won't for a while.
This ain't over.
My count by upgrading this to max on a scale of 1 to 10. How trash? What, this? Oh, wrong capture. Leaking people. This is great, man. This is great. Like, what the hell's wrong with that? It's a damn fine item. Yeah, that's good. How is that bricked? Indeed. Surely low rolled. Who gives a fuck? Like, people talking about items being bricked because their stats rolled low. Like, that's absolutely insane.
So weak. Let's see which of us can take it down first.
Yeah, it's really good. Your account is bricked. If you don't get every roll, everything goes perfectly for you in the entire game. Your account's bricked. You should stop playing. Look at my items. Most of my items are surety 8. But they're just 4 plus 4. That's literally it. That's all that's on them. Like most of Ben's gear.
I need a bath.
Surety 8. Surety 8. This one has 9, 10. 8, 10. This one's 10. 8, 8. I have loads of 8s. It's whatever. We're talking about like tiny little margins here.
It's there.
Like, you don't brick a piece of gear by having a low roll. Unless your gear is outstanding, like beyond crazy. Double 10s look clean, yeah? Sure do.
What could be inside?
Like, ultimately you have to be the one to judge like whether a piece of gear is usable or not. Based on your current level of equipment. But I think for most people, they would see that dagger and be like, hot damn, that's at least a decent dagger, you know? Min rolling on the Master Fighter ring. So the Master Fighter ring is the only item in the game because of the way that it rolls, the special way that it kind of works. It's the only game that I think is kind of worth trying to take your time to min-max because it's a very long-lasting item, most likely. And it's something that you can like push the stats in the direction that you want them to be. Everything else, like, you're gonna replace everything. Like, you're gonna get more gear. You're gonna presumably play this game for a long time, like as long as it runs, hopefully. So you shouldn't get too caught up like just blasting resources into an item that's probably gonna get replaced. Kind of like look how long I spent farming this kunai, right? This thing. But I still haven't bothered to get the 10 surety on this because it's a waste of resources. Like, it's 1 surety, and chances are they're going to release another kunai. It's probably going to be better than this one. We don't need it to be that strong. It's already really good.
Please leave this to me.
200% increase in flex. Yeah, absolutely. True. I don't need to flex though. When you actually got a big E-cock, like, you don't need to flex it. How many booger gels, jewels did it cost? Wait, what was that? You got Shelly. Oh, you got Shelly, Akira. Congrats. You've been trying for ages. Congrats, man.
Good job. $40 pools in this economy? 8,000 gems is a lot of resources. Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm glad you got her. She's a fantastic character. You probably have loads of fun with her as well. And a Deborah. Holy moly, Akira.
Do as you will with what's inside.
Careful now.
Unsurprisingly, I haven't seen too many people pulling on this banner so far. Toss a tenner at the banner. What's that going to do? Like 2 pulls, mate? You're saying that like throwing a tenner at the banner is... it's going to do something. Ah, 10-pack. New character looks pretty bad. The new character is really bad. And I genuinely mean that. I don't mean that in a exaggerated way. I mean, like, for a fighter, she is about as bad as you can get. There is not a reason to use her over most of the general adventurer pool. Why do they make hot character bad? Again, very, very important that they do stuff like this. It's a really healthy sign of gachas. This is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. When they release a bad character, it's a very, very good thing for the game. Because it shows that they have faith in the health of the game. They still make them hot because then they sell to whales. Like, whales will still pull that shit. Don't you worry about it. Kinda, yeah. Like, if they release... Like, Shelly was really powerful. Like, arguably, like, the most powerful character that they've released to date. Like, banner that they've released to date. So, they need to show their players that they're not just releasing bullshit after bullshit. Which they have done with that character. Like, she's hot, she's cool. You could pull her if you want to, but there's nothing about her kit that makes you need to pull her or want to pull her, really. Unless you like her aesthetic or you're really rich. Which is exactly what you want from characters.
What do you think is inside?
They didn't even give her a reasonable inherit, really.
Good job.
Unless I'm missing something, which I don't think I am. Should have made a dual wheel axes in the back row. I think that would have been very cool. But yeah, I would have been worried by power creep. Power creep is always in the front of my mind in gachas. That and the developer that's behind the game. I'm sure the next banner will be very strong. I don't know whether it's going to be samurai. It probably is. I'm sure it will be very strong either way. But don't worry, you won't have to wait too long. What does suck, as we were talking about earlier, is that it's yet another like trash pile good character. They just really hate the good alignment in this game. They can't stop trashing it. One day, one day. You guys finished last, being confirmed again. Yeah, indeed. Although, by the sound of her voice line, I'm not sure she's finishing last. Only a Bennis up there. Still wish every character had at least some niche, though. Only a Bennis up there. What you mean in terms of character power playtime? I wouldn't even rate a Bennius as particularly high unless you've whaled her very heavily. I think a Bennius is like a perfectly good, like okay fighter. With a kind of not so good subclass.
I need a bath. Heal, heal, heal.
Wana? Wana doesn't really do that much special, to be honest, over Lana. Like, Lana's a great character base, but Wana doesn't add that much to her. And also it's much harder to discipline Wana than it is Lana. I'd say the big thing that Wana brings is Blade Cuisinart. That's the gift, or curse, that Wana brought to the world. And that's the big thing about her banner, really. Hello, Getchonio. Thank you, that's very, very kind of you to say. You got a deep Garoth. Would you still skill him up or discipline him? Have a good stream. I would discipline him. Absolutely. You don't want to fuck with his skill. Discipline him as much as you can. His discipline's amazing. His inherit's awful. Ready for Dricom to pull a funny and turn the samurai into a kid. It's a samurai in training. Why would they do that, though? Why would they do that, though, Sonia? Wana kind of... Yeah, Wana is strictly better than Lana, but the actual difference that she makes is not that huge. And you're generally going to be able to discipline up regular Lana a lot more than Wanderer.
Good job.
So it's quite easy. I think maybe like 1 or 2 disciplines, and your regular Lana is going to be better in most cases than your Wana. Eruption for MC. Yeah. I want my samurai to be an old man. I would like that too. Oh, gotcha. Good luck on the fortress thingy. Thank you. Very kind of you. Gachonio. They share inherits. Yeah, they share all inherits. They just don't share discipline. Only inherits. Feel the bait is heavy here. What? Oh, with the current banner? I've already forgotten her name. Savina? Is that it? Anyone remind me? Lavina? Lavina? Yeah, it might be Lavina. Anyone out there remember the name of the new character? Any takers? Lavina. It is Lavina. Thank you. Lavina. Lehi. We're not playing Claire Obscure here today, Shadow Song. There's only to speak in French, okay?
There's an enemy.
Give me Samurai from Wizardry movies. I want the original dwarf samurai from the Wizardry novels, who was the original Sezamar. They repurposed Sezamar and turned him into a big plate armored Chad in the Blade and Bastard novels. But Sezamar was originally a dwarf samurai.
Deterred by poison.
Yeah, it was too hard, KK. Not the QTEs, the navigation.
Careful.
Yeah, he was a fucking beast.
Good job.
Got spare Alice. My Alice is level 3 inherited. I would say probably main character, Chew, or one of your buff mages if you have any buff mages. Hello Shiro, how are you? When the best time to be to use the full alteration stone? When you have your master fighter's ring, and you want to reroll the stats on it. That is the only use case I would say for a full alteration stone at the moment that I would warrant using it on. If you do not have a master fighter's ring, I just hold it. We will get another proving grounds or something at some point, another one of those items that has fixed stats that you're going to want to be able to reroll. So I'd hoard your full alteration stones. The way that full alteration stone works, if you're not aware of it, is it re-rolls all of the stats on the item to any possible item, any possible stat that can roll on the item, and then it gives a boost to each of the stats on the item that doesn't count towards enhancement. So you can make an item really crazy, but if you are not doing it on something like this, then it's very easy for the item to brick. Because you can re-roll to stats that you don't want. So it's a lot easier to get a good roll on something like this than it is on something like, I don't know, if I were to try to full alteration, so it's too late now. So I was trying to full alteration stone like this. I was going to re-roll this. It would have been a real crapshoot. Like, we could have ended up with way worse stats. It might have taken loads of rolls to get them back to where they needed to be. Even though this is a very rare item, it's still kind of hard to warrant using a full alteration stone on it, unless you are really, really trying to min-max. So you've probably already got like crazy gear, like crazy, insane, mega farmed gear. Much better than mine. Blademaster Bayland from Last Claudia? What's this? Oh, mate. Now we're talking. Now you're speaking my language. Look at this guy. What an absolute fucking beast. What an absolute stone cold beast. 10 out of 10 would pull. Yep, me too, me too. If new player good, then why hot? Wait, if new character's good, then why hot? Wait, what? If the new character is not good. Sorry, I think I've misunderstood here, Catwafer. You're gonna have to explain.
Infiltrating.
Can anyone help me out? I need a translate on Catwafer stat. While looking at the new character's abs, maybe. It's really nice that this doesn't take our fortitude anymore. Yeah, Yeah, I don't understand what's being said. I'm really sorry. Okay, that's not it. I guess we'll try down here.
Move now.
If new character's bad, why hot? Yeah, I think that's probably what he meant. And again, it's because they want it to sell still, but they don't want to make it OP mechanically.
Let us be off.
That would be very unhealthy to launch out so many OP banners. Right. Gotta have your filler characters. Bad sign when you don't have your filler characters.
My life is in danger.
Yeah. Your life's in danger.
Wounds be
A god's
blessing of Agora.
I should probably put your staff on, huh? That would help.
This is acceptable.
You don't really need T-Molt for in here. Gerolf 2.0 but with axes. Yeah, if Gerolf was a lot shitter than he is, maybe.
Don't
Gerolf
poison them.
Gerolf shits all over her. Like, Gerolf is a better race. His discipline is absolutely incomparable to the pile of shit that Lavina has for a discipline. And he isn't completely locked to using hammers. Like, his passive accuracy works on any two-handed weapon. She is very wet, yep.
There.
There is that. 100 surety in every character, no. Rene has 100 surety. Gerolf, I think when he's standing next to Rene, has 100 surety.
I'm not.
The front line don't have 100 surety, they're quite a way off. Get 50 and win the coin toss every time. Just get 1 and win the coin toss every time, Dice Daniel. When do you think we'll get a dwarf female or a beast boy?
I'm not.
I don't know. I guess they've decided that those things are not popular.
Poison.
Teasing the weak can at times be
So I kind of doubt we'll get them anytime soon. But who knows, really? Just don't want to give us a male beast folk. I'm not surprised by the dwarf female thing. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they haven't given us a male beast folk at all. Sure that has some draw.
poison wearing down. I am not deterred by poison.
I actually can get your surety at 72 with daggers. And you'll get there eventually, bot 2000, just means you need more gear. Want my bearded ladies and cat boys. Yeah, we'll hope eventually. I don't know if
Good
dwarf
job.
females will have beards in this game. Some of the eastern depictions of female dwarves in Wizardry
An enemy.
have been more like anime, very like chiseled, just like short queens basically. Absolutely like physically
Poison wear
dominant,
you down.
just short. Hello Senna! How are you, my love?
Poison.
Oh, we can't have 25 surety, that's enough. You either crit or you don't. Limbus update says over 2 hours of fights. Awesome.
Good job.
Oh, you're mad about it. Sorry. You don't want that? You don't want fights? But you don't want content in your gacha. Is that what I'm reading here, Apocalypse Birds? I would have 80 in this game if this game would give me a decent light shield to use. Yeah, I believe it.
Poison.
Now I want dwarf females. So the dwarf female art, I don't know if anyone could pull up the dwarf female art, but it's been referenced a lot of times. The like anime-esque one. It's actually really cool. So if they do decide to do female dwarfs in that kind of way, I think they would look pretty darn good. As a Daphne content, It's just old castle ruins. It's the same as last time, pretty
What do you
much.
think is in it?
The new character is very underwhelming, but honestly, that's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing. Because it means we don't have like chase banners back to back, which means that they haven't given up on the game yet. They're not just trying to milk it. Garolf with a female voice. You can't ask for any better. You really can ask for better than Lavina. Like, you really, really could ask for better than Lavina. Please trust me.
Onward.
Give me a buff blacksmith woman that fixes her own gear. Yeah, that would be sweet. I'm into it. Reading Double Dagger Ninja. Should they mostly use Covert Strike or normal attacks better? When you're bossing, Covert Strike is typically going to be better for you. It's going to hit a lot harder. Covert Strike hits like an absolute train. But just for typical use, you're just regularly attacking. Remember, you have to conceal yourself to Covert as well. That isn't something that you can use all the time.
Onward.
Sorry, just a sec. Gemma from Monsters of the Wild. Unfortunately, I do not know what that character looks like. This portal's got to be around here somewhere. Surely. Here? Must have looked up here already, though. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. This just connects up here, doesn't it? Not dropping any more on this buff brand boober girl. Got Ainiki to save for. I hand her over already. I would probably pull for Ainiki. Like, Ainiki's going to be like a lord type character, which is right up my alley. Yeah, I'd be into Ainiki. I'd get in on some Ainiki memes. I guess we need to just fill out the map again and get the pity pointer. Because I literally can't tell where the thing is.
Onward.
How confident are we that Blade Ambassador is getting a part 2 of the collab? I think they'd be kind of dumb not to do it. It's their own IP. They're not paying anything for it. People are hyped about it. That said, Dracon makes some strange decisions. I wouldn't say I'm confident, but I would lean towards it happening over it not happening. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh my dear God, what is that picture? What's going on there? Who is that? And now you got them gooning. You got all of our good friends gooning. That's Gemma. From Monster Hunter Wilds, right?
Onward.
Her back must fucking hurt, dude. Like, genuinely. Those are not proportionate.
Onward.
I don't know how the pity pointer thing works on this.
Who's this?
I don't know if it's just like filling out the floor. Eventually you get it highlighted up.
Don't let the poison wear you down.
We can hold them for her. I don't think you can, Dysonin. I'm not sure anyone can.
Poison, the lackluster enemy.
Exactly. Exactly, Senna. Here he is. Team effort. You really would need a team. You would probably need an entire adventuring party. We had like a flashing exclamation mark come up before. Presumably once we cleared a certain amount of the stage. It's a good test anyway to try and figure out that mechanic.
Infiltrating.
Oh, where are you, my sweet portal?
Move now.
Can't burn that fat. There, it's important for plot. Ah, we found it. We found it. We're there.
This bores me.
Don't let the poison wear you down.
I think those things are bigger than 33s though, Apocalypse. Somehow.
Poison.
Don't let the poison wear you down.
Poison remains. What could be inside?
Just a little bit. She must struggle standing upright. Thanks, Dyson. Keep me updated, mate. She trains for the sole purpose. Yeah, those are wild. Those might be some of the most disproportionate boobs I've ever seen on like a aims to be kind of half serious character. That isn't just like clearly a joke.
They'll not escape.
Poison remains.
Monster Hunter Wilds, I guess, is something else. Gooning is no joke.
Deterred by
Gooning is not just a pastime, it's a lifestyle. You live and die by the goon. A very serious man.
onward.
So serious. I mean, people do spend a lot of time doing it.
Careless.
Poison remains.
Don't let the poison wear you down.
Parents were like, fuck our daughter and her spine.
The poison assails this body.
I wonder what her mother looked like.
Being careless with a familiar enemy is a quick way to die.
We're getting too deep into it. Oh, that's not the right portal, is it? No. Oh wait. No, it's not. That's a poison punch. Damn my eyes. Wait, what did Anybit's daughter? Wait, I came back to stream to hear streamers say "fuck your daughter." Anyway, I think you chose a perfect timing to come back. How you doing today, man?
Poison remains.
Don't let the poison wear
It was a comment in chat. Apocalypse Bird said her parents were like, "Fuck our daughter and her spine," just because they linked a picture of a big boobed woman. Gemma from Monster Hunter Wilds, if you know of her. It's how you know they care. Bit weird. But alright. Yeah, sounds fine. Hello, Tweshri!
Don't let the poison wear you down.
Poison remains.
Aphrodite from Record of Ragnarok. No, I haven't.
Poison.
Poison.
Revy Tag Team No Breaks. I don't know what that means. She has servants. Hold the weight of her chin.
Let us quickly do away with this
I
rabble.
don't know, man.
Don't let the poison wear you down.
Cultured. That's one word for it.
Deterred by poison.
That's certainly one word for it.
Do as you will with what's inside.
A man of culture.
Good job.
That was your job. You wish it was your fucking job, Bot 2000. You wish. You dirty slag. Oh, rushing the leaderboards? Nah. I'm just clearing through.
There's treasure somewhere close.
Do as you will with what's
Gotta
inside.
find the portals first.
Careful.
The leaderboard is speed clear, so the faster you clear, the higher your ranking. You can repeat it as many times as you want to try to get faster speeds. It's not like the old castle, where it was first past the post, so like a race, basically, which was really, really awful. People did not care for that.
Don't get in my way.
It's tiles travelled and rounds taken in combat. Have worse memory leaks aside from the usual FPS drop. I haven't experienced anything like that, Nokia. But I have no, there are memory leaks and whatnot in this game. So I wouldn't be surprised, maybe if only for just some players. Who knows the magic and mystery behind Wizardry Daphne? People said getting hit by trap increased your score.
Praise be to Agora's blessing.
Interesting.
Don't let the poison wear you down. I am not deterred by poison.
Get more gems and currency with higher rank. Yo. It's not the hugest of deals compared to the actual reward for clearing the tower. But it is meaningful. Yeah, the floor rewards are much better. But it is something.
They'll not escape.
Yeah, it's probably the case of just tanking traps for shorter route. Exactly, KK.
Poison wear you down. I am not deterred by
What's the ranking rewards? I cannot show you right now.
inside.
But it's just the same thing again. It's currency for the shop. For the event shop. And gems. And bones, I think.
An enemy.
The top rank gets a lot more, but it's very limited, yeah.
Don't let
I would not expect to rank in this over Japanese whales. It's hard.
I'm not deterred by poison.
No, the ranking is just at the end of the event, Pedros. Whatever the leaderboards show at the end of the event.
Good job.
That is the final ranking. Overmode says the top are cheaters. I don't know if that is necessarily true, Dark Chaos. I think Overmode has some very particular views on the game. Not all of which align with mine. I wouldn't like to say one way or the other, and I don't think he can really say one way or the other either. You can phase through the bosses, yep. That is a long-standing bug in this game. But again, we do not have any kind of, proof that that is what these people are doing.
Torture session.
And I would not want to throw out allegations like that because, that's pretty serious. Just saying that these people are exploiting when you actually have zero proof of it. you would have to manually make the best possible clear that you could and prove that it's like physically impossible to get a clear better than it. And for that you need a lot of video documentation.
Don't let the poison wear you down. I am not deterred by poison.
Abuse early, abuse often.
Poison.
The devs knew. The devs could see people who were like evading encounters when we had the bug in the proving grounds. I wouldn't be surprised if they can see you doing shit like that as well. Like if they really wanted to take action against you, they probably could.
We can take him.
So just
Don't let
be
the
careful.
poison wear you down. I am not deterred by poison.
Accursed poison.
Yeah, assuming it's done on purpose as well. First guy is definitely
Don't let the poison wear you
sus, as he's far ahead the rest of the pack around the same points, which are legit.
deterred by poison.
I am certain that if they see results which are
Poison wear you down.
unreachable, they are probably going to be quite suspect about it. So yeah, I'd be very careful with that kind of thing.
I need a bath. Heal, 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 heal.
Nikkei 100 billion leaderboards all over again. It's always the danger with leaderboards. You got to make sure your content works properly with leaderboards. Admittedly, again, fair play to them. They have pushed this out as a beta yet again
Don't get
because they're still not comfortable with it. So like, yeah, we probably shouldn't be beta testing their shit. It should already be tested. But at least they're aware that everything's not perfect yet.
Sword arm.
Yeah, genuinely, like, you are kind of doxing yourself
Enemy is there.
by posting unreasonable scores on the leaderboard.
Come, wet my
They probably do a better job than the Colonel Anti-Cheat does in flagging up cheaters.
It is not in my nature to console.
My legs are heavy.
Especially if you're like,
My bones.
if you're not a whale and you're doing that and you're like skipping the bosses, you are going to look suspect as fuck.
Wet my blade.
It's going to be so obvious.
Careful now. Good job.
It was one thing with the vampire event, with the Proving Grounds event, because, you know, there wasn't that kind of trackable thing, that trackable element of it. It's so easy for them to just look at the leaderboard, look at the top things, and be like, well, this guy's cheating.
There's treasure. What do you think is in it?
And they can prove it very easily as well. Cleared floor 20 with a level 50 team. Do you think it's skill, or am I just bad at wizardry? I have not got there yet, Rain Stories. I'm not sure how hard it is this time. What I will say is that the last time we did this, we cleared it with level 50 teams. So I don't know if it's much stronger. The enemies are certainly still the same as they were before. I don't know how much stronger it is this time around. I don't know if anyone knows. Yeah, you might just need more gear. Or a slightly different strategy, or more consumables or something. It's not hard damage-wise. It's endurance and dispel debuff. Yeah, sure.
Poison remains.
Having something like Shelly Reenarc for this was always going to be like the ultimate thing.
Deterred by poison.
Someone who can blast but infinitely sustain.
Teasing the weak can at times.
Because the blasting saves you mana, saves you MP on your other units, saves you resources on your other units, and then she can kind of infinitely heal to a point herself.
A tricky one.
Got to 20 and ran out of resources, sure. Feel like I can do better on 18 to 20 because I was on the Thief MC. Yeah, ideally, once you're speedrunning this, you want to change to probably Fighter MC.
am not deterred by poison.
Hell, before this cycles out, we might actually even have Ninja MC, right?
There's filth enough to scare
In which
away
case
the
that will
devil.
make it even faster.
Power of healing.
Imagine grinding that before it ends. Yeah, it might be a little hard. You're only ranked 202. That's alright, Capisaur.
Pathetic.
There's no rush. You can redo it as many times as you want. Your Ninja MC won't be level 60. It will be if you grind it.
Dull your sword arm.
Yeah, Elman Dungeon, indeed. Elman Dungeon is great for farming up Ninja. Elman Dungeon is just great in general. Guess we'll go over the poison.
Why you?
There's blatantly going to be nothing good in here. Skill issue. I can clear level 20 castle with level 1 Levana. Really? Really 200? Very interesting. Love to see some video evidence of that. JJ, I recently beat Abyss 2. I heard Abyss 3 is hard as fuck without proper gear. What do you recommend I can farm gear-wise? I would try to get into Abyss 3. I'd try to get yourself some very basic Ebon Steel weapons. Especially expulsion weapons if you can. They don't need to be good. They just need to be of Ebon Steel quality. Then I would go and farm, depending on how strong you are in this order, probably Lebican, Elmon's Dungeon, Fordrake, and then Ship 2, depending on how strong you are. And that's where you want to get armor gear. But your mileage may vary with it. More than anything, I'd suggest just stepping into there and seeing for yourself how hard it is, like whether there's a huge gap, whether you need a lot of work or not. But you should definitely be trying to get at least some Ebon Steel weapons out of there. You got clapped in the last boss. I'm sorry to hear that, Radius. I'm sure you'll get it with a bit of practice.
Don't let the poison wear you down. I am not deterred by poison.
I don't think that Fordrake is a better farm than Lebican if you are able to just sweep through Lebican. And I'm pretty sure that they will not be able to, so Fordrake is almost certainly going to be better for them. Lebican is really crazy when you're like stacked up. When you can just smash through it. Both because of, yeah, the quality of the items. And also because
Don't let the poison wear you down.
the tier of the items. Yeah, Lebican is a massive gap from Fordrake low. It's so hard to not call them Ship 2, Ship 3, Ship 4. I've rotted my own brain with it. That's what I was having to think about so much when I was saying it. I was just like, Ship 4, what's Ship 4's name? Lebican, yep.
They'll not
Yeah, from Fordrake as well, you get yourself some nice horned eagles. Some horny eagles.
don't let the
Just get stabbing some scorpion ladies.
deterred by poison.
The poison assails this body.
Yeah, but it's so slow, Shu. I don't think it's worth it.
Preying on the weak will only dull your sword arm.
More than anything from those farm spots, you want to be able to clear it quickly, because that's what's going to get you the most gear. It isn't the quality of the gear, it's how quickly you can farm it. So if you're struggling at all with any of those places, you should go down to the next one. In my opinion. Lebican easy, but the gear rate isn't that high. It's getting those Ebon Steel weapons. I think, like, because you're...
Wet my blade.
In my opinion, because you're getting shots at the Ebon Steel weapons, it makes that the best farm spot. But I do agree with you that you still get more armor and stuff from the old places.
Deterred by poison.
But the ebb and steel drop rate there, and that is the thing that is probably the most chase of all. The ebb and steel weapon drop rate is the best in the game. Like, you're not going to get better than that. Hello, Eggies!
Wear you down.
How you doing, my man?
I'm not.
Check speed of Fordrake overall for race speed table. Compare it to first place, for instance, that whale cleared basic floor in 58 seconds. Jesus. Absolutely wild, isn't it?
So weak. Let's see which of us can take it down first.
Don't let the poison wear you down.
That's absolutely wild. Some people are very strong in this game. Some people are very, very strong.
Preying on the weak will only dull your sword arm. There.
It's pretty crazy. Like the gaps in this game. It's fine because it's like not a PvP game really, right? Even with this leaderboard stuff, it's still fine. Really, it's quite minor. But like, it is crazy how much of a gap there is between like a free-to-play player and a whale in this game. It's one of the largest I think that I've seen across catches. It's pretty immense.
This filth bring wound be healed. Be healed.
Did I see the new character that's dropping? Yeah, she is not great, Eggies. She looks cool. That's about the nicest thing I can say about her. Did one of those floors only having to fight the boss? Might have been that. Yeah, if you had a floor where all you did was just fight a boss, then it's going to be a much quicker clear. It's going to be a much higher point rating
Come, wet my blade.
than if you spent ages like wandering around. You get Bardios books. You can get Bardios books. I wouldn't recommend getting Bardios books, but you can get Bardios books.
It is not in my nature to believe I wanted to enjoy a prolonged torture session.
Not my number one recommendation. Got some good Ebon Steel bow and dagger for my Thief MC. Made steel grade a cakewalk. Yeah. Getting Ebon Steel weapons helps an awful lot. Even just base ones, even just 1-star white Ebon Steels. They make a lot of difference. And when you start getting good versions of them, it makes even more difference.
So weak. Let's see which of us can take it down first.
The step up from steel to Ebon Steel is a lot bigger than the step up from iron to steel. Has different attack power coefficients. There's just a massive bump in power. Even a really good steel is worse than a very poor Ebon Steel. The steel to keep on trucking, you've got to do something like have it hit an additional time. Small map, 3 floor. That whale cleared it in 13 seconds. Damn. Hot damn. Omo's Rene is 444 times 2. That's absolutely fucking insane. Omo's Rene is disgusting.
There's an enemy.
Can only dream of having a Rene that strong.
Hey, we've got some
One day maybe. No, probably not. Those are with kunais as well, are they not? Dark Chaos? I think Overmode... Wait, does Overmode run back Lionel Rune? I can't remember anymore. Oh, they are with daggers. Oh, Okay. We're fine, we're fine. No need to panic.
What's inside?
Careful now.
Nah, it's not all perfect.
Good
It's
job.
very good though. And of course it's a Discipline 9 Rene. Getting perfect gear in this game is not exactly easy. It takes a huge amount of effort and time.
We cannot lose as long as we keep our wits about us.
After all this time I pity my full adoration say, but I think I won. Ah, yeah, very nice. Very nice rolls. Very nice rolls indeed. Hold on. Yes, very, very nice rolls. The accuracy is obviously extremely low there. But, yeah, this is where the money's at. I've been farming ship 4 chest piece because I like the evasion on it. I'm going to put it on all my front line. Cool. Good luck.
Good job.
It's very good, yeah. It's very, very good. And you can get some quite good versions of it as well. It's probably one of the best, like, accessible chess pieces you can get. And yeah, we have the Harkin here.
Protect us, oh goddess.
Score 16. Omg! Omg! Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. The best thing about it is you can actually get like 4-star blue, 4-star purple versions of it like pretty easily, relatively easily compared to other gear. Maybe not pretty easily. Depends on how lucky you are. I'm just gonna rest a second
Will you be
before we
staying?
plunge
What?
to the last section. I don't know if I'll be able to clear it. Don't know how hard the stuff is. I don't know if I'll be able to just like auto through it. Probably not. But we can try.
Had a good rest? Oh, what is it? This is acceptable. Come stay anytime.
How long does Old Castle last? It will last for a month, I believe. You can see it on the exchange shop.
Welcome.
Exchange. Old Castle Ruins. Oh, no, it's longer. So I'm guessing it's going to be a month, and then you'll have like some weeks afterwards to redeem after the event finishes.
Always ready to serve.
4 weeks, yeah. Thanks, Dark Chaos.
Are you ready?
I'm getting hard. Oh, see, this is one of those situations where having the 7TV emotes really doesn't work out for you very well there, Apocalypse Birds. Because what I'm reading there is I'm getting hard. Ed by ship 3. 4 runs, not a single blue rarity. I'm surprised that that is arousing you in that kind of way, but thank you for sharing. Yeah, thanks for sharing, mate.
Shall we go out again today? What is this?
That too.
Something's here. What do you think is inside?
Chat, my account is Yeka and Lana seeded. A lot of people would pay very good money for that kind of thing.
I sense enemies.
A tricky one.
Any Yeka and Lana juice? I think it happens to everyone a little bit. Very few people get like the proportionate amount of legendaries they should get mathematically. Like, most people that I talk to have some kind of leaning towards one legendary character that just keeps showing up. Yeah, it's not like Yeka and Lana are bad. It's the beauty of that general adventurer pool. Like, none of those characters are bad. The only thing that's a bit questionable is Geralf. Like, a lot of people don't want to use Geralf, but he's still super strong once you've disciplined him. Like it or not. My dead one on the floor says otherwise. I doubt that's permanently dead. I'd be surprised if Dice Onion is just out there getting his characters permanently killed. You want to use Clarissa because she looks cool to you, fair. Fair play to you, Apocalypse Birds. Good luck.
This is a quick way to die.
I remember the last time we did Old Castle Ruins, I could not step to any of these enemies on these floors at all. Like, I literally couldn't fight them. I had to just dodge everyone. I had to, like, map out the floor while dodging enemies. I just couldn't do it. We have certainly come a long way since Old Castle Ruins 1. Nah, I didn't bring any items. Just gonna try and auto through it, see how it goes, Radius.
Get in my way.
Oh, look how tanky these slimes are!
I'm not deterred by poison.
Poison.
Oh, is this a boss?
I am not deterred by poison.
This is actually a boss.
Deterred
Shit.
by poison.
Nah, that wasn't a boss. It's a hard enemy. Oh, I didn't detect that. This is a
We
boss.
can take him.
We can audit that, right? I believe you guys.
I am not deterred by poison.
More fearsome than losing your luster.
Benjamin doesn't give a fuck. I'll obviously need to come back and do this, like, efficiently.
Deterred by poison.
It's only level 51, yeah.
Accursed poison. I definitely took it.
Mimic.
See the familiar enemy is a quick way to die.
I am here, my ally. A god's
Blessing of Agora.
Don't do this to yourself. Yeah, they throw those shurikens pretty fast. They blast out those shurikens pretty fast. Kunais, sorry, pretty fast.
People to work.
He charmed you 2 times.
Do not dash.
I didn't even know he had charm as a mechanic. We'll probably find out again the next time we do him.
I suppose that's passable. What do you think is inside?
I didn't realize it was a boss because it started doing like random shit. Yeah, these floors were so hard the last time we did them.
Don't get in my way.
Levana is absolutely terrible, Haril. Worse than a general adventurer.
Let us
I
quickly do a
cannot,
reference.
unless you really like the way that she looks, I would heavily suggest you do not use your gems on her. Or you are, you know, you have a lot of money. That's how I knew it wasn't a boss, when it didn't immediately start ragdolling around. People said she's Gerard 2.0. I don't think that's fair on Gerard, and I never thought I would say that. So Gerard, downside of Gerard, the main downside of Gerard compared to her is that he starts as a knight and you have to get a skill book for him. Big upsides of Gerard, he's dark type, he's got a functional passive so he can use a sword. He has an ability which is actually borderline useful, like it has niche usefulness because paralyze is a strong effect. And he actually has a subclass. So, like, if you can get a fighter skill book for Gerard, he's infinitely better than she is. As a straight-up fighter, yeah, sure, she might be better than him. In situations where you don't need a knight, which is most situations. Levana is not great. She also has one of the worst voice lines I've ever heard recorded, which she uses on her main attack. What would you say? When would you say you do need a knight? You need a knight for Graham. You need a knight for Morgus. Those are the only 2 encounters in the game that you need a knight for.
I'll pound him with my flame.
Yep, knight can be helpful on other stuff, but I wouldn't say that you need a knight for anything else. And quite often, you're better off just killing whatever it is faster with a fighter. Yep, today is the day. Today is Gerard Glaze Day. Where we're like, well, at least he could be worse. The greatest glazing that Gerard could possibly deserve. The day had to come. It really didn't have to come, to be honest. I'm kind of glad it has, though.
Move now.
I'm so glad that we're talking about how bad that character is right now and not how ridiculously good it is, because I just don't think that's very healthy for the game.
What's this?
Very rare that one of the first limited units is not the worst one 7 months down the line. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. And I think that Dracom is doing a good job with their character pushing. Like, they have pushed out some very powerful characters, but all in all, they've kept the power creep pretty reasonable. And this is just them returning to them, keeping the power creep pretty reasonable. Unplayable bad? No, she's a fucking fighter, mate. No fighters are unplayably bad. Like, you just get them to full power strike and you send them to go. The problem is she doesn't really have anything that makes you want to use her over another fighter. So, like, Benjamin is going to be infinitely better than her. Elise is going to be infinitely better than her. Philip with a class change is going to be infinitely better than her. And any other general adventurer is going to be comparable at the very least to her. Comparable or better. Elise, because Elise is like one of the best characters in the entire game, her aura is amazing, and she's a fighter, and she has a knight subclass. Really, really top tier character. If we're talking about tier lists, and you know how I fucking hate tier lists, Elise would be up there, like really close to the top. She's so powerful. Join the Church of Elise. Welcome all. Elise has booba too, true. Plus she's a mountain elf, I hear. Seems to be missing. Seems to be missing these chaps. Ooh, that hit for some damage. Come on, guys. You got this. I believe in you. Oh, Alice hit and stunned it. Of course, because the mace. Because it's a mace.
Missed.
Damn, maces are OP.
We
These things actually have like infinite evasion.
Oh, damn it.
Damn! We hit once.
Deterred by poison.
Cursed poison.
Wow. Cool.
We better.
I like that they're playing around with monster stats a bit. Yeah, like you need some kind of magic neep there.
Inside.
Kill them.
Careful now.
Especially if you're trying to speak clear.
Good job.
Yeah, that's wild. Cool. Magical maces, yeah. You need they seem to be immune to confusion. So you need to hit the mace stun on them, which is not great. It's what, like 6% or something? Probably not great odds.
They'll not escape.
Yeka's on the floor once again. I'm cooked. Sorry to hear that, Dice Onion.
I am not deterred by poison. Oh, the poison spreads.
Poison remains.
Mesa Timo is really putting in the work here for the auto. Taking turns off that mimic every turn. Anyone actually use a rod? Yes, Buchanan. Buchanan uses rods. And I don't mean that in a she has large breasts and is an attractive woman way.
Old people to work.
I am firmly in the belief that Buchanan wants to use a one-handed rod and shield because you get more surety from it, and surety's her main stat. Surety's more important to her than magic power is.
I am not deterred by poison.
So getting an additional like 8 to 10 surety on your, sorry, way more than that, right? An additional like 15 to 20 surety on your shield is a massive deal for her. I think that's worth a lot more than the smattering of magic power.
We have
Distract your rods.
praise be to
Can we stop talking about masturbation, please?
I am not deterred by poison.
Come on, guys.
I am not deterred by poison.
Poison.
Can true words crit? Yeah, absolutely can.
The poison.
Yeah, come on, Kurt. You should know better.
Normal.
And the number one, Burke Shrimp. My daily quota. Fair. I don't think there's another real example of where like rods are really worth it because there's no other surety crit. Although, arguably, you could say the same for any mage that has Zalek inherited to them. I think you could say that rod ends up being better because you can pair it with a light shield.
We continue.
And just get a shitload more surety. And surety is going to scale a lot better than magic power does.
The poison.
So I think the key here is not really the character, it's the spells that can sure hit.
Deterred by poison.
And another sign of how powerful surety is.
I thought
Won't always be the case 100%. There are some enemies in this game that are extremely surety resistant. Like the Gatekeeper.
I am not deterred by poison.
A cursed poison.
I thought I left you behind.
Yeah.
I
Poison.
I am not deterred by
But
poison.
most of the time, it's going to be better.
Poison.
Oh, the poison spreads.
I need a good rod to fight the Lizard King with Burke. Not memeing, by the way.
I'm not deterred.
These guys have done a good job ordering through this.
Poison.
You got to respect it.
Not deterred by poison.
A cursed poison.
Poison remains.
I am not deterred by poison.
A cursed
Damn it, that's a lot of HP. It's a spooky boy.
I am not deterred by
Nah, this isn't crit immune. Oh, sorry. Morgus is crit immune. Surety immune. Or crit immune. Oh, you said surety immune.
It's getting ugly.
Oh dear. Might actually need to heal. We may need to heal.
You must heal.
Blessing
Friend,
of Agora.
annihilate. Accursed poison.
Ah, we were so close. We could have just ordered it.
Victory. Just as expected.
They basically ordered that. I just didn't have the stones. Opium is doing TK plus. Got it.
An enemy.
Do castle with all the Morgus buffs. Ugh. I should have healed my MP, huh?
An enemy.
I'll pound him with my brains.
Poison remains.
I'm not deterred by poison.
Morgus damage buffs in Old Castle is not it.
Sound victory. Just as expected. Is a quick way to die.
It is absolutely not it.
What that
I wonder where our auto run exploring some of these levels massively will land us on the leaderboards.
poison spread.
Like 800?
Deterred by poison.
Poison.
Poison remains.
Grandmother!
Deterred by poison.
Oh, bad luck. Bad luck, Apocalypse Birds.
Need a bath. Heal, heal, heal.
Dailies reset. They reset in 50 minutes. 50 minutes, Coco. I have Crucible to do today as well. While we have an opportunity, while we are Daphneing.
We have the initiative. Praise be to Agora's blessing.
How'd I miss?
Just freeze through the box. SMH, I'm kidding. I wouldn't suggest that anyone actually tries that.
Missed.
I missed.
I think if there's one way to put your account in jeopardy, it's probably that. These swords, man. We have moment of finality, we just burn them at any point. It's just funny. It's shit like this which is why I need moment of finality, like on this team, because obviously we have no magic alternative.
How'd I miss?
Oh shit, yeah, she doesn't have mace on, does she? Come on guys, I believe. I believe in you.
I missed. Why?
It dodged your moment. Are you sure your moment didn't miss? Because every spell has a miss chance.
The familiar enemy is a quick way
About
to
time
die.
for a rest.
Come, wet my blade.
Why not just spells? Damn out of evasion, why not just spells? Because that was all we're doing. Just doing it for fun.
I missed. Why?
Yeah, spells miss. You can't dodge them. But then again, Shelly Reenac has like a kind of dodge for them. So maybe it's specifically coded.
Agora, I am covered in filth.
A god's mercy is upon you.
A person.
Lugnalia has extra ones. Oh yeah, shit. I should go out and do those, huh? I kind of forgot myself. Thanks for the reminder. We have like extra dailies, right? Right now? In Lugnalia. Yeah, it's just XP books. It's not the end of the world to miss. Wow, look at Fat Cat Kurt over here. Like, oh, it's just XP, but books. New player, by the way. Just XP books, though. Did you all in on Shelly Banner and feed your 60 Iara Mass to her? The thing is, Iara Mass is very strong as well. So, I don't know if that's really the right play. You fuckers just keep, just letting free XP to your ninja fast tracking laying? You fuckers just letting free XP for your ninja fast tracking leveling. Must be. I haven't used a single XP book. Should probably in hindsight, yeah, probably. Raiden Bastard rerun soon. Hold on Panty Watchers.
What do you think is
I wouldn't hold out hope for the Blade of Bastard rerun, but it might happen. I think they probably will. I just don't know when. Less XP than just farming gear. Man, listening to some Dungeon Synth takes some weird parts of YouTube, like just instrumentals and things.
an enemy is there?
Got a new unit with the $1.5 purple bones. Any good? I wouldn't want. Of course. Here is actual horse shit. Like, how did I pass Abyss 2 with it? I did Abyss 2 in +5 gear almost entirely. So yeah, I mean, Abyss 2 is not actually that hard. You just need to have an idea of what's going on.
An enemy is there.
Don't get in my way.
Heretic behavior.
Don't let the poison rain down.
My Lana has full defense. Fine. My Lana's pretty defense stacked as well.
Deterred by poison.
Defense is good sometimes. Like, evasion isn't always the king. Just usually is.
Don't let the poison rain down. I am not
Yeah, you can...
poison.
Like, Abyss 2 isn't really that much of a stat check. Abyss 2 is a sanity check for dealing with the arena. Chat? Hello? I think it's just Shu.
So weak.
Don't you know
Let's
not
see
to
which
put
of us
old
can take
people
it down
to work?
first.
I think it's just you, mate.
I missed. Why? Don't let the poison rain down. I am not
Yeah, you just got her on the one rando. Kentucky. That's hot.
Don't let the poison rain down.
The gacha items, unfortunately, are useless as well.
I am not
Oh well.
deterred by poison.
She's cool to look at.
Careful now.
If you ever want to listen to an amateur porn actress and don't want to access a porn site, then you can just listen to her using her water skill. Look at those
I sense
abs.
enemies.
My 3k gems are scared.
They'll not escape.
Don't you know not to put old people to work?
You could use her and she's perfectly functional. Nothing wrong with her.
Don't let the poison rain down.
Just not as good as most of the general adventures.
I missed. Don't let the poison rain down.
Very subtly put, Akira. Very impressive, dude.
Poison
truly a respectful and intelligent comment. Oh boy.
What do you think is inside? Careful now. Good job.
It would seem that way a little bit. Think for using it actually next to horrible tier characters in these type of games. Well, have I got a great character for you? Like, the worst part about her, of course, like beyond all of the other stuff, is that she's a limited unit. So,
We got some good things to kill.
not only... Oh, we're not going to be able to order that, are we? Okay, bear with me 1 second.
Deterred by poison.
Don't get too wild. Let's not go too far off the rails here.
Witness the strength of a devil!
Yeah, like, she's a limited unit. So, like, not only are you using a character that doesn't have powerful shit going on, but you are also having to, if you want to discipline her to make her as strong as, say, you know, like an Elise or a Benjamin, you're going to have to probably shell out a lot of gems to try to get discipline copies of her. There is not a lot of good reason to use her unless you really like the way she looks. Manual gameplay. Ugh.
What is this treachery? No, indeed.
Okay. Well, we are going to need to rail this here. Because you can't get out of this. Okay. We are going to need to probably burn this back row.
Oh my. I feel much better now.
She recovered out, which is fantastic. He already acted. So
I ask this of you. Deterred by poison.
ah, he got charmed to get his full power strike breaking, didn't he? Yes, indeed. You are going to need to heal back. Wait, is that main character next? That is main character next, isn't it? Well, I guess we need to cure you then.
You must heal.
Blessing of Agora.
Guess we'll not do that.
Don't let the poison wear you down.
Killed. No one has survived against bodies or
That's terrible.
in this way. You still make use of me.
Would have rather she charmed someone than that. Good roll for living though. 2 HP. Is that 2? 7 or 9? I can't actually tell. My old eyes are failing me.
Can you see through my
A
technique?
fight's not lost till you think it's lost.
We just full power, I think. Wicked moment. Back row.
A curse on you.
That got the succubus. Benjamin? Hello? Damage, Benjamin?
Indeed.
Excuse me? We kind of need to cure front, huh? We cure here, then he cures here. I don't think she has a back row attack that she doesn't prepare for.
You must heal. A god's mercy is upon you.
Killed.
Don't let the poison wear you down.
Oh, she lapped. That's super useful.
Witness the strength of a devil!
Lanavel.
Don't let the poison wear you down.
Are those likely to die? Probably not.
I will heal the blessing of Agora.
I will endure.
Guess it's time.
You might kill it. Yeah. He does like 6 point something K on his cool powers. That was a bit scarier than I thought. I wasn't expecting it to like charm my entire front row.
Let us quickly do away with this rapid traits don't match.
The types do not match.
The types don't match.
A cursed poison.
Your internet died. I'm sorry, man. I hope it's stable again now.
Poison wear you down.
I am not deterred by
Who's a little shy peacefully?
What do you think is
Benjamin?
inside?
Random 4-star faith shield. Ah, nice loneliness. I hope it's a banger. Oh yeah, of course. That's why he was hitting so hard, because he had Redbeard buff. We haven't really played with Redbeard buff much. Damn, Redbeard buff's so good. Wonder if this game has stab effects on weapons. Yes, it does, Apocalypse Bird. If you are using an earth weapon on Benjamin, and you hit a water target, then you will deal more damage than you would if you were a wind character or whatever using an earth weapon. I should have probably healed my MP, huh?
this filth brings to mind
She needs
unpleasant
hers.
memories.
I need a bad heal, heal, heal.
This bores me.
Cuisinart salesman.
Bored. And you?
Like this.
You guys can settle this, right? You got this. I believe in you. Oh, oh shit.
Smile for me, my friend.
We couldn't have done anything about that anyway. There was no turn to interrupt that.
I will heal thy blessing of Agora.
The eerie sound waves has a chance to charm from these things. Prove my resing in Wiz? Nah, not really. I failed a dungeon. Pretty much the first thing I did on this game when I got into a dungeon earlier was just fail a trap. Or like fail a QTE up here the first time. Like I said before, like the Claire Obscure prompts, I don't do them from reaction speed, so it doesn't actually help. I do them through muscle memory, do them through memory. It's all brain, no hands. Why I suck at some of them in particular. The ones that have a lot of like varying factors.
Are you alright? No, indeed.
I'll heal you. Power of healing.
I'll make you feel really.
Stupid sucky boy.
I missed. Why?
Remember when Ben was charmed? Yeah, it's like finally payback. Man, Benjamin went wild on everyone during the Kunai saga. He absolutely destroyed everyone.
Careful now. Good job.
Completely dominated him. Even Lana, like, just couldn't tank him. The only person who managed to tank him at all was Alice, because she's back row and has a big HP pool. and has like loads of procs.
Agora, I am covered in filth.
A god's mercy is upon you.
Speedrunning this should be interesting.
We can take him.
Wait to get all of the skills from the class, or should I just use the change book? You should get all of the skills from the class. 100%. Name's Reaps. Oh, Reaps. Reaps! You should definitely get all of your skills from your class. For sure. Some classes you can skip out probably a little bit early, because they have things that aren't really going to do anything for you in the other class. But most cases, you should just get them all. Just be safe.
What do you think is inside?
Wait, I've robbed channel points? Huh? What am I? I'm robbing people's channel points?
Now.
What is this slander?
Good job. There. Agora, I am covered in filth.
A god's mercy is upon you. A god's mercy is upon you.
Opinion on the new unit, absolute trash. Absolute
We can
trash.
take him.
Which again is a good thing.
Are you alright? No, indeed. You look better.
You push until you die. Can you like return? You have to go through five stages, 5 floors, Lena.
I feel much better now.
5 floors at a time.
Back to normal.
You look better.
This is a lot of HP, doesn't it? Just need to be careful it doesn't double AoE my back.
I missed. Why?
Otherwise we can just let it auto play out.
I missed. Why? Take this.
Oh, big follow up here.
What's all this?
Now hold the phones here. Let's talk about this.
I don't mean to trouble you.
Let us end this quickly.
Here.
We actually need to heal Lana. She dies to an AoE. Oh, never mind. We're good.
Inside.
You got 4 bones from Crucible? Nah, it's 4 to 6. Kentucky. I've seen 6 before. I'm not surprised we got 4.
An enemy there. Agora, I am covered in filth. Blessing of Agora.
This will have to manual, for sure.
This bores me.
Cold. Warm me.
Beholds the protection. Fortune be with thee. No one has survived against bodies were piling across the stream.
Can you see through my technique?
A curse on you!
So,
indeed.
Only one. Only one. It's a lucky day.
Feel thy blessing of Agora.
Have at you.
Back to normal.
Didn't actually see whether that's I'm Ben or he's Ben's location.
If thou
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Enjoy the blessing of a god.
Blazing!
Here.
It was actual. It was real Ben.
stay safe. A sound victory.
Huge wins. Huge wins.
What is inside?
Charm is scary. Like, no matter how you cut it, no matter how strong you are, charm is scary. I won't be able to do that in like a proper clear of this because I'll have to spread the... I'll probably just have to full power strike all the way through to make the clear as quick as possible. Because that was obviously a very, very slow clear. What does that do?
Oh, goddess.
Ben is power creep. Ben is actual power creep. Ben is... Like, you guys have seen it. It's not all glaze, right? Like, my Ben does about infinite damage compared to all of my other characters. Absolutely insane amount. Especially on Magical Beast. Pops it. Yeah, the stronger you are, the scarier charm is. I think it reaches a point of diminishing returns, though, where you just hit so hard. Yeah, we just smashed through it. Floor report. So we're probably like a million. Yep. 3,779. Damn. That's a lot of players. It's a wild amount of players, in fact. All those poison ticks are walking around. Yep. Not even a sweat. D9 Abenius. Yeah, I mean, if you can get a D9 Abenius, then she's pretty good. It's just not very easy to do that. Claim our rewards. Oh, baby. Crack those bones straight away. Get the Gamba Demon going.
It's as gloomy as always.
Need to get into this castle. Yeah, it's a good place. It's a happy place for happy people. What are we going to see here? I'm going to guess human fig.
I'm Philip.
Ah, it's Philip. Hey, Philip.
My name is Ophelia, and
Ooh.
I've got pretty good
It's Way of the
skills.
Warrior Ophelia, if they ever fix Way of the Warrior. Maybe it isn't fixable. Hello? Hello? Human prey? Hello, human prey? Well, we got a warrior, Ophelia. Human prey just really wanted to come home. And who am I to deny her? Hello again, Philip. Hey, Dwarf Knight. I was like, wait. We got a bug here? We got literally half of our pools, which is her in a row. D9 human prey. It's like 71 copies. Those copies could easily be like 2 MP on Alice, you know? You can't just be throwing around those copies.